Upanishad. Kena Upanishad derives its name from the opening word of the text Kena Ishitam, by whom directed. It has four sections, the first two in verse form and other two in prose. The verse form deals with the supreme unqualified Brahman, the absolute principle underlying the phenomenal world, and the prose form deals with the supreme as God, Ishvara. The knowledge of the absolute is possible only for those who are able to withdraw their thoughts from the worldly objects and concentrate on the ultimate fact of the universe. Among the Upanishads, it is one of the most analytical and metaphysical, its purpose being to lead the mind from the gross to the subtle, from the effect to the cause. By a series of profound questions and answers, it seeks to locate the source of man's being and to expand his self consciousness until it has become identical with God consciousness, Brahman. At Keno Upanishad Om Apya Yantu Mamangani Vak Prana Chakshu Shotra Matho Valmindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahmopnishadam Ma Aham Brahma Nirakuryam Ma Brahma Nirakarod Nirakaran Ma निराकरणम में अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेया उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि संतु ते मयि संतु ओम शांति 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 invocation Om. May Brahmin protect us, both the preceptor and the disciple. May Brahmin bestow upon us both the fruits of knowledge. May we both obtain the energy to acquire knowledge. May what we both study reveal the truth. May we cherish no ill feeling toward each other. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Number 1. Om Kene Shitam Patati Preshitam Manaha Ken Prana Prathama Pratiyukta Kene Shitam Vajmimam Vadanti Chakshushrotram Ka U Devo Yunakti. The disciple asked, Om, by whose will directed does the mind proceed to its object? At whose command does the prana, the foremost, do its duty? At whose will do man utter speech? Who is the God that directs the eyes and ears? Number 2. Shrotasya Shotram Manaso Manoyad Vachoha Vacham Sa U Pranasya Prana Chakshu Chakshurati Muchyadhira Pretyasma Loka Drimita Bhavanti. The teacher replied, It's the ear of the ear, the mind of the mind, the speech of speech, the life of life, and the eye of the eye. Having detached the self from the sense organs and renounced the world, the wise attain to third. Na tatra चक्षुर गच्छति ना वाग गच्छति नो मनः ना विद्भो ना विजानीमो यथा तदु नुष्यात्. The eye doesn't go thither, nor speech, nor the mind. We do not know it. We do not understand how anyone can teach it. Third, na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati no manaha, na vidbho na vijanimo yatha tadu nushiyat. The eye doesn't go thither, nor speech, nor the mind. We do not know it. We do not understand how anyone can teach it. Anyadev tadvidita tatho avidita dadi iti shushrama purvesham ye nastadvacha chakshire. It is different from the known, it is above the unknown. Thus we have heard from the preceptors of old who taught it to us. Number 5. Yat pacha nubhya uditam yen vag abhidhyate tadeva brahma tvam vidhi nedam yad damu pasate. That which cannot be expressed by speech, but by which speech is expressed, that alone know as Brahmin, and not that which people hear. 6. Yan manasa na manute ye na hurmano matam tadeva brahma tvam vidhi nedam yadi damo pasate. That which cannot be apprehended by the mind, but by which they say the mind is apprehended, that alone know as Brahmin, and not that which people here worship. 7. Ya chakshusha na pashyati yen chakshushi pashyati tadeva brahma tvam vidhi nedam yaded mupasate. That which cannot be perceived by the eye, but by which the eye is perceived, that alone know as Brahmin, and not that which people here worship.